Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Chris here, of course, to show you a bunch of comic books, a lot of comic book goodness, a few new ones, a couple of old ones, well, plenty of old ones for me. You probably hear in the background the music, got a video game playing there, and I'll eventually show that on a future episode of Famicom Cave. I'm fairly happy with what I got, and yeah, I'll eventually share that with you. First one, comic book you're looking at here is The Walking Dead issue 128. Nikki got this one in Las Vegas while she was there. She was there a couple weeks ago, went there with some friends and her sister-in-law. She just had a blast, and of course, lucky guy I am, she decided to go to a comic book store for me and pick up a few issues that came out that week. This was one of them. Of course, this one was for her. Not a very good shop, she says. The only comic shop on the strip. She said it was very small, very limited selection, and not very helpful. So that was an unfortunate experience, but eventually she would like to go back with me, and if I ever went to Vegas, I would like to know a great comic book shop to go. So if anybody's got some suggestions of an awesome comic book shop to go to in Vegas, leave a comment down below. But yeah, so that's the first one here, 128 Walking Dead. Issue 244 of the Spawn, and I really like this cover. The whole Spawn series is really great, but just this particular cover, just really bright, and the crowds, and then I think those are the vampires, and you know, all the blood and gore and everything. It looks really cool. It's really nice. Next up, of course, I haven't read this one yet, and I'm trying to get all the covers if they feature Wolverine. So this does say variant edition, but it cost me a regular price. Their Original Sin. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think of this too, because I've only read the first two issues. I'm not getting any of the tie-ins. I'm not getting Original Sins or other titles with tie-ins. I'm just getting the particular book. So let me know what you guys think so far of this series as well. Elf Quest, The Final Quest, issue number 3. Always love to see a Wendy Pini book. Her art's great. I loved meeting her. Was it last year? Getting some original art from her. I've just been in love with her stuff ever since the when Marvel produced it. Just really cool stuff. Another one that Nikki got in Vegas, Savage Wolverine issue number 20. I really like this era of that they're doing with it. I think the last Savage Wolverine story they did, I think it was in kind of like the Great Depression era, and then with the booze runners and things like that. It might have been the 30s, and so they're kind of continuing from there, you know. And it's actually really good. A lot of fun seeing Wolverine in that era. Issue number 7 of Wolverine, kind of cool here. Just indicate that some baddies end up, you know, turning into a Wolverine, and him versus himself. It's pretty cool. But basically, he's discovered by his team that he's not who he says he is now, and that he's been lying, and so he ends up basically leaving the team. And what follows is this: 3 Months to Die. So that's Wolverine issue number 8, and it starts the, you know, leading up to the death of Wolverine, which is going to be kind of interesting. By the reading of this one, he's with Shang-Chi and Iron Fist, and it seems like it's, I don't know, it might lead into a physical death, but I think this is more of an emotional, spiritual journey for him, I think, because he says being able to die now is kind of really holding him back, as he mentions in the last issue, and is really, he's not being the Wolverine that he probably should be or could be because of this issue. So he's kind of on a journey, and he's got Shang-Chi and Iron Fist to help him, and so it's going to be really interesting. You know, probably a lot of story, probably a lot of emotion. This one, probably. It's, you know, for the death of Wolverine, it's probably going to be pretty neat. So let me know what you guys think of that one too. So getting into some back issues now. How to get this one? When I stopped at his shop, I picked up Teen Titans, an issue of Teen Titans for Logan that he wanted to get, and while I was there, I picked up this one, Classic X-Men number 3, which reprints issues 94 and 95 of Uncanny X-Men, which was the first appearance of the all-new X-Men, which included Wolverine in the Uncanny X-Men title. So I can keep my 94, 95 all crisp and clean and tucked away in Mylar, and whenever I want to read the story, grab that one. Wolverine Cable, Guts and Glory, a little graphic novel. Joe Casey, Stephen Platt. Really nice cover. Here's a first appearance one. Here's the first appearance of Wild Thing.
What's Wild Thing?
Wild Thing, that's Wolverine's daughter with Elektra. Yeah, so that's her first appearance in J2, number 5, which is Juggernaut there. Okay, now onto a whole bunch of different mini-series that I have completed now. And here is Wolverine Captain America. That's issue number 1. Issue number 2. Issue number 3. It's a pretty neat one there. I wonder if Hippies Collectibles has these, just because he's a Captain America fan, I wonder. Issue number 4. And then the next mini-series here, with a nice, as you see there, nice and shiny, like hollow foil kind of looking covers with, it's like a thicker cardstock. So this is issue number 5, issue number 1 of Wolverine Gambit Victims. Issue number 2, kind of neat with the, looks like the cover shattering. Again, the shiny Wolverine and Gambit title. Issue number 3. And number 4 of that. Okay, here we go. I've already shown this one before, but this is issue number 1 of Iron Fist and Wolverine, but I was able to complete that set. So I got here issue number 2. I like the colors on this one too. Issue number 2. Issue number 3. And yes, it does involve a death of Iron Fist. Sorry, that was, yeah, that was a 4. Here's 3, pardon me. So it's 2, 3. Dragons of Kunlun. And the 4th one. Okay, now a bunch of books that kind of have a Japanese theme to them. Japanese or samurai-esque feel to them. And here's some Elektra and Wolverine. It looks like a beef stew moment. Yeah, so this one's got a lot of text to it. It's like you know, actual little mini novels with some pictures to go along with it. I've never read this one before. I haven't read well, I've read a few like Iron Fist Wolverine or Iron Fist and Wolverine, yeah. But basically all the other miniseries I'm showing here I haven't read yet. So I look forward to this one, but it probably will take a little while because they're a little bit thick. So that's issue number 1, Elektra and Wolverine the Redeemer. Issue number 2. I really like this one. Out of the 3 covers here, I like this one. And here's issue number 3 of that. Another beef stew moment. Okay, so here's one where all I know about it is he takes his daughter, his adopted daughter, Mariko, out for the day, and of course she's from Japan. So Wolverine Exile. Issue number 1. Issue number 2. Sorry, I'm getting them out of order here now. That was number 4. Here's number 2. There's number 3. What the heck do you think that's in his mouth there? It's a lot of spit. I don't know. You guys, when you open your mouth, do you get that much spit? And issue number 5. This one looks really cool. I love all the different covers, the colors, the really cool looking style. Here's Wolverine, Snicked. Issue number 1. Issue number 2, just bright, really pops. And with all that black on Wolverine. Looks really cool. Pardon again, I got them out of order. That was number 4. Why do I have them out of order? Issue number 2. And there's 4. And number 5 of Snicked. Okay, this one, Netsuke. Issue number 1. These are all by George Pratt. Really weird story, and it's kind of like this Japanese witch, and he goes back to see like the ghost of Mariko and things like that. Just really weird kind of story, but still interesting. So Netsuke number 1, issue number 2, number 3. Number 4, really like the colors on this one. And here we go. Last little mini series, Wolverine Soul Taker. That was issue number 1. Number 2. Issue number 3. Issue number 4. And issue number 5. Really nice covers. And the last one I got here, might have paid a little too much money for it, but still happy to get it. First time collected here. Hardcover. Wolverine, Japan's Most Wanted, which was originally a 13-issue Infinite comic, digital comic produced by Marvel, of course. So it's a really good book. It's kind of a setup and a story by Wolverine, or Wolverine's set up by Sabretooth, and they blame him for something in Japan, and he has to clear his name, basically. And this takes place a little bit before the current series. Sabretooth, of course, already has control of the hand, and this shows him having control before, and has this adventure, you know, with Wolverine. But it kind of plays out, you know, this happened, and then Wolverine's healing factor was taken away, and then what's happening currently with Sabretooth in the comics. So it's a good lead up to it. It's good to have in the collection. I just wish they could have added more. It was nice they got this nice dust cover on it. They got a different picture for the cover on the inside, but really no extras. And it would have been great for them when they publish this as, you know, in print form, to add some sketches, add some interviews, add the different, you know, breakdown the process on how they made the digital comic, something like that. But no extras. That's the only thing sucky. So if you guys can get it for a good price, search Amazon or something. Definitely, as a Wolverine fan, it's a good pickup to have. Okay, so that's all, you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Is his claws that long?
His claws are long, eh? Look how long his claws are.
Why?
Yes. Okay, so that's my haul for today, you guys, and hopefully you look forward to the upcoming comic book lottery and another episode of Famicom Cave soon. We'll talk to y'all later.